It's been 6 months since Alex Carter last said Sam Rivera's name out loud. 6 months since the final brutal text, "This isn't working. I need space. I don't think I can do this anymore." And Sam's reply, sharp and raw, echoing in the silent apartment they'd shared, "Fine. Then I hate you." The words, spoken in the heat of a fight they'd both known was coming, felt like ice picks. Now, the silence of the apartment was replaced by the relentless hum of Verve Creative's open office, a place where Alex had built a reputation for flawless execution, and Sam had been the one to bring the unexpected, messy magic. And today they were about to be thrown together again. Not as lovers, not as friends, as exes, forced into the most intimate professional collaboration imaginable. The office buzzes. Phones ring, keyboards clack, low conversation floats. Alex sits rigidly at a sleek desk, surrounded by immaculate spreadsheets and a single, perfectly arranged coffee cup. They are typing with laser focus, jaw set. Sam bursts through the door, late, hair slightly messy, clutching a giant, slightly crushed coffee cup, a sketchbook clutched under one arm. They scan the room, spot Alex, and freeze for a split second, a flicker of pain crossing their face before the usual Sam armour snaps into place. A forced, too bright smile. "Morning, Alex." "Wow, you look focused, like you've been here since dawn. Or maybe you are the dawn." Sam chuckles, but it's brittle. Alex doesn't look up. Their fingers hover over the keyboard, knuckles white. They finally glance up, expression carefully neutral, professional. The coldness is a shield. Sam: "Good. You're late. Again. The Veridian briefing is in 20 minutes. Chloe expects us together." "Right. Because nothing says team player like showing up after the meeting's already started." Sam scoffs softly, setting down the coffee cup with a clatter. "Look, I know the timing sucks. My dog, Muffin, decided today was the day to investigate the neighbour's garden. Again, you know how it is." Sam forces a smile that doesn't reach their eyes. Alex finally stands, smoothing their expensive blazer. They move with purpose, avoiding Sam's gaze, heading towards the conference room. The air crackles with the unspoken history. The shared apartment, the cancelled vacation, the way Sam used to steal Alex's coffee, the way Alex used to say, "Shut up, you're being ridiculous," when Sam was overly excited. "Muffin's a dog, Sam. The campaign isn't. Let's not make this more complicated than it already is." Alex pauses at the door, turns slightly, eyes cold. "And please, try to be present." Alex walks into the conference room, leaving Sam standing alone in the aisle, the forced smile gone, replaced by a flicker of hurt and anger. The door clicks shut. The hum of the office suddenly feels deafening. Sam takes a deep, shaky breath, runs a hand through their hair, and follows, shoulders squared, trying to look like they have it all under control. They don't. The Veridian campaign, a global push for sustainable energy, aiming to make green feel aspirational, not sacrificial, was Verve's biggest client. And Chloe, the agency's razor-sharp CEO, had just made her most audacious move. She'd assigned the lead creative direction to Alex and Sam, not as a team, not as a test, as a punishment for their past chaos. Or maybe, as Chloe would say, a necessary friction to spark innovation. The irony wasn't lost on either of them. They were supposed to lead, but they barely spoke. They communicated only through terse emails and the cold glare across the open floor. The room is filled with Verve's best, junior designers, copywriters, strategists. Chloe sits at the head, observing. Alex stands at the whiteboard, pointing to a complex flowchart. Sam sits slightly apart, sketching furiously in their notebook, avoiding eye contact with Alex. The atmosphere is brittle. All right. Veridian wants more than just save the planet. They want the feeling of possibility, the energy. Alex, you've got the data. Sam, you've got the soul. Show me how they connect, now. Based on the focus groups, the primary barrier is perceived complexity and cost. We need to simplify the message, emphasize long-term savings, and leverage the aspirational angle of being part of something bigger. The visual should be clean, modern, data-driven. Right. Well, data's great, but Veridian's audience, they're not just buying a product, they're buying a life, a feeling. They want to feel proud when they fit that switch. So yeah, clean visuals, but they need to feel the sun on their face, the warmth. Not just numbers. The story of the family using that energy, not just the savings, the why. The why is the data, Sam. The data is the why. We can't just feel our way through a $50 million campaign. We need proof points. The visuals need to support the data, not distract from it. Alex turns back to the board, dismissive. Proof points. Alex, it's advertising. Sometimes the feeling is the proof. You're so busy building your perfect little spreadsheet fortress, you forget what makes people care. Sam stands up, voice rising. You always did. Silence. The room feels frozen. Chloe raises an eyebrow, utterly unimpressed. Alex stares at Sam, the colour draining from their face. The old argument, the core of their breakup. Alex's need for control, Sam's need for passion, laid bare in the middle of a client meeting. Alex takes a slow, deliberate breath, the professional mask snapping back into place, colder than before. My perfect spreadsheet fortress is how we win accounts, Sam, not how we lose them to vague, unquantifiable feelings. Let's stick to the brief. Alex turns back to the board, deliberately ignoring Sam. Sam slumps back into their chair, the fight gone, replaced by a deep, familiar ache. They stare at their sketchbook, the vibrant colours blurring. The air is thick with the ghost of everything they'd said and the things they'd never said. That night the office emptied, but Alex stayed late. The Veridian files were a mess of disconnected ideas. Alex's data, Sam's vague feelings, Chloe's expectation of synergy felt like a cruel joke. Alex stared at a particularly messy sketch Sam had left on the table. A simple, beautiful drawing of sunlight breaking through clouds, labelled The Feeling. The night Alex had said, "I need space." Alex's hand trembled as they picked it up. The weight of the lost connection, the rightness of Sam's vision for that drawing, hit them like a physical blow. They were alone in the quiet office, the hum replaced by the rhythmic click-click-click of Alex's pen as they tried to force order out of chaos. The office is dimly lit, only the glow of computer screens and a single desk lamp illuminating Alex's workspace. Alex is hunched over a laptop, surrounded by printouts, looking exhausted. A half-empty mug of cold coffee sits beside them. The door creaks open. Sam stands there, holding 2 fresh coffees, a small, hesitant smile on their face. "Hey, you still here? I grabbed these. Black, 2 sugars. You were drinking the cold one. It looked sad." Alex looks up, startled. The unexpected kindness, the memory of Sam always knowing their coffee order, hits them hard. They look away quickly, but not before Sam sees the flicker of vulnerability in their eyes. "I don't need coffee. I'm fine. I'm working." "You look like you haven't slept in a week, and you definitely need a fresh cup." Sam steps inside, closes the door softly, places 1 cup gently on Alex's desk. "You were drinking the cold one. It looks sad." "I know I was an ass earlier, at the meeting." I don't know why I said that. About the fortress." Sam runs a hand through their hair, looking down. I miss the way you saw things, the way you'd say, "Okay, but what's the real reason they're not clicking?" You made me think. I miss the way you'd laugh at my terrible jokes, the way you'd know I needed coffee before I did, the way you'd say it's going to be okay when I was stressed about a pitch, even when it wasn't okay. Alex's voice is thick with emotion. I miss you, Sam. Not the fight, not the idea of the fight, just you. The raw honesty hangs between them. The air isn't just charged, it's humming with the electricity of 1,000 unspoken words. Sam's eyes glisten. They don't move towards Alex, but the distance between them feels impossibly small. I miss you too, Alex, every damn day. I was so scared. Scared I'd never be enough for the life you wanted. Scared I'd just drown you in my mess. Sam takes a shaky breath, stepping a little closer. I thought you'd just move on, that you'd found someone who fit your fortress, someone who didn't make you feel like you had to be perfect all the time. I didn't move on. I just stopped feeling like I could be myself with you. Alex stands up slowly, closing the distance. I thought I had to choose between being safe and being me. And I was wrong, so wrong. Alex reaches out, hesitates, then gently touches Sam's hand where it rests on the desk. The touch is electric, a jolt of pure recognition. I never stopped loving you, Sam. I just stopped believing I could have you. I stopped believing I was worth it. Sam's hand turns, intertwining their fingers with Alex's. The touch is a lifeline. The years of silence, the arguments, the pain, all dissolve in that single grounding contact. The office hums, but it's just background now. It's just the two of them, finally seeing each other clearly again, not as the exes they'd become, but as the people they were meant to be. You were always worth it, Alex. You still are. Sam leans in, their forehead resting gently against Alex's, their breath warm on Alex's skin. I was the one who didn't know how to be worth it. To be with you, not just for you. Alex's hand moves to cup Sam's cheek, the touch tender, reverent. They look into Sam's eyes, the pain of the past months replaced by a dawning, fragile hope. The Veridian campaign, the agency, the pressure, all recede. There's only this moment, this touch, this rekindled flame, burning brighter than ever. Yeah, for the campaign. Sam pulls back just enough to look Alex in the eye, a spark of her old mischief returning. And maybe we could try that feeling thing for Veridian, the warm one, with the sun. Alex lets out a soft, genuine laugh. The first real one Sam has heard in months. It's a sound of pure, unburdened joy. They squeeze Sam's hand, then gently lift the coffee cup Sam brought, holding it up in a silent toast. They clink the cups together, a soft, clear tink. The sound echoes softly in the quiet office, a promise whispered into the night. The Veridian campaign wasn't just about a client anymore. It was about building something new, together, on the foundation of what had always been real. The spark wasn't extinguished. It had just been waiting for the right moment to catch fire again. And in the quiet hum of the office, as the city lights blinked on outside, Alex and Sam didn't just see a campaign ahead. They saw a future. Not a perfect one, but a real one. Built on the messy, beautiful, undeniable truth that sometimes the most important thing to rekindle isn't just a flame, it's the courage to finally, truly be together. The Veridian spark wasn't just for a brand. It was for them. And for the first time in a long time, it felt like it would last.